Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Higgs coming out here. It's midday money on a football Friday, September the 20th. Welcome on into the show. So my son just sent me something. He's like, hey, what do you think about my friend's parlay on Prize Picks? Caleb Williams over, I guess it's some kind of boost, a half a yard passing. Nico Collins over 72.5 receiving yards. Travis Hunter, Alvin Kamara special over 1.5 rushing yards and rushing TD, receiving TD. Okay. Two TDs between two guys. Jaden Daniels over 50.5 rushing yards. I said, well, I don't like Caleb Williams, but I think he threw for half a yard. I think he's got a yard under his belt. Nico Collins, okay, I could agree with that. I told him, I said, I want nothing to do with Jaden Daniels. The other ones look all right. I mean, half a yard for Caleb. Should get there. I told him parlays are for suckers. Anything but a rookie QB on the road. Mr. Sean Higgs on the Twitter. Come give me a follow. Hit the like button here on the YouTube channel as well. I don't know if I have a I guess no poll question. I have a poll question today. I think I forgot. Any hoot. Let's get to a Football Friday because I got a live show in a less than an hour. Mark Lawrence and Victor King, Crean Creole, got the playbook combo with me live coming up at 1 o'clock. I'll tweet that out on the Twitter world. So be sure to come in. We give a couple free picks, then we hit the comments section. It's like this, except there's two more guys, and they go a lot more in depth than me just brushing over comments like rookie quarterbacks stink. They'll give you a little more in depth on that. But let's get into the chat. We'll get everything posted in here for everybody. We're going to start off with our Teaser Tuesday in the comments section. Teaser Tuesday in the comments section. There you go. The scroll is scrolling. The X is Xing. Teaser Tuesday. 2-1 college football plus $80. South Florida plus 26.5. Wyoming plus 19. Purdue plus 14.5. NFL 0-2 in teasers minus 240. Chargers plus 12. Dolphins plus 16. And the Jaguars plus 16. Now for the regular plays, we'll banner it up as well. Banner time. Boom. Shakalaka. Love that game. Baseball 169 and 182, minus 770 after a 2-0 night yesterday with Seattle and Arizona. Nothing for today. It's a Football Friday, and you know what that means? We go Football Fridays. I didn't really jump into stuff. Maybe I'll throw some baseball out for tomorrow. Who knows? We'll see what happens. Last week and a half here of MLB. NFL 5-4 plus $60. Chargers plus 2. Browns under 39. Chiefs under 46.5. College football 10-3 plus 725. Stanford tonight plus 9.5. San Jose plus 14.5. On to Saturday, North Carolina over 40.5. Michigan under 44. And Cal under 44.5. If you're interested in college footies for tomorrow. Just checking something real fast here. So I got the totals up there. Just so you know, on the season with my college football totals, 6-10. 6-10. Not terrific with our college footies. So there is that. Is that correct? I always like to just double check because I want to give out how we are doing with our totals. Loser, winner, 1-1, 2-1, 3-1, 4-1, 4-2. 4-2, 5-2, 5-3, 5 and 4, 5 and 5, 5 and 6. 5 and 6, 6 and 6, 6 and 7. 6 and 7, 6 and 8. 6 and 8, 6 and 8, 7 and 8, 8 and 8, 9 and 8. See, this is wrong. 9 and 8. Got that. So 9 and 8. I said 6 and 10. It is not even. How is that? Hold on a second. Let's see. That's wrong. I got to look at the other site here. One's got one. One's got the other. Anyway, I got to double check on that here. Let's get to the comment section. Let's do some comments because now I'm confused of why the site has two different things on here. T-Money's coming in at 2 a.m. I'm blessed. Whoever's smart and lucky enough to see this comment by 12 p.m. Eastern. Rapid B team versus First Siena Austria 2-tier league over 1.5 plus 130. I'm taking over 2.5 plus 440, but should get you some IHOP or Waffle House money. There we go. I like button smash with a Hulk smash. Thank you, T-Money, last night, early in the morning. All right, is that where was this comment from? Was this on Twitter? I don't even see it on the Twitter page. Or on the let's see. I have to say it, Ohtani is by far the greatest player we have ever seen. My gosh, what a freak of nature. Remind me why I argue with you before the season. Though, let's not forget that Ohtani also gave millions of dollars to his bookie when he's betting on games. That's great. They're still what, two games ahead of the Padres here. We got a 4-game lead. 4-game lead. Let's see. About them being a team. Hell on wheels. We'll see in 2-3 weeks if I'm right. Yeah. Well, let's see. Let's see how they shake out. All I said was beginning of the year, I don't think they win 110 games. I thought the pitching was overrated and the lineup was overrated. And yeah, he's having a great season, and Betts is fine, and Freeman's fine. But everybody else, you got a 4-game lead. You got a 4-game lead. You're supposed to win 100 games. Maybe they win out. Maybe they win the next. Maybe they win 10 in a row and win 100 games. We'll see what happens. Give me some D-backs first 5. Tigers plus 164 on the money line against Burnsy today. Why not? I don't hate taking Detroit versus Burns. I mean, Baltimore's what, a sub-500 team the last 2 months? Stanford money line, Illinois money line. Here we go. You split and make a few pennies at worst. Yeah. Oh, T-Money's coming in late, 3 a.m. That's a 2:39 a.m. post, by the way, from T-Money. Oof. Ryan, happy Friday. I forgot who I picked for the contest. Oh, contest. Let's see. Gas Ace and Sushi, winner. T-Money, New England, loser. David, loser. Ryan Page had the Jets. Richie P, Patriots. Lane Gretzky, Patriots. Michael B, over. That's it. We got 4. Nobody's even getting in the contest anymore. But the contest is getting less and less people. I don't understand how that is. Lock It In with the King is in the house. Johnny Guns is in the house. Good to see you, Johnny. Had a nice one yesterday. Jets first quarter. Nice one. Had a few UCLA championship league bets. UCLA? UCLA championship. All right. That's a little soccer for you. All right. There's the Tuesday teaser. Ryan Page hit a big prop parlay last night for $4,000. Rodgers over passing yards. Ohtani over half a hit. Brees Hall over 50 yards. Talk about sweating on for Brees Hall. 48 yards until the last drive. Oof. Never in doubt. Speaking of Ohtani, so I did my little home run challenge cards because I had a bunch sitting in my desk since March. I'm like, I got to get these out. So, of course, I did Ohtani to hit home runs today and tomorrow at home. Not yesterday when he hits 9 homers. No. Got them all for their homestand. Figure he's going to do 50 at home. Yeah. Oh, boy. I'm going to do some baseball cards later. I have a box. We're going to do this guy later on. Get another home run challenge card. We have to get it in before the end of the season. It's trash. It's trash Topps product. There we go. Those are the picks. Again, they're in the chat. They are scrolling. They are on Twitter. Richie P's in the house. Welcome. Nick Nasty. Welcome. Stop Geo. Good luck to you also. Here we go. Stop Geo with the Reds with Nick Martinez and the woeful Pirates. Remember when the Pirates were supposed to be good? Remember that beginning? Oh, my goodness. Jared Jones. All they need is Paul Skeens. They'll be a playoff team. Last place there with the Pirates. Reds not too much better. They've kind of mailed it in as well. The Twinkies today. Who's pitching for Minnie? Festa versus Fitz. Yeah. You know what? You're going to give me 110 with a team in a playoff hunt, fighting for playoffs. And again, it's not that they have to win, right? I mean, or they will win, but they kind of have to win. Right? You're playing for something, right? You're in the last wild card spot. You got 2 games up on Seattle, 4 up on Boston. I'll take the Twins with you here. The D-backs. Who do these guys got today? Brew Crew again. Nice winner yesterday. Gallon and Ray. I don't hate it. Although Gallon on the road, the numbers aren't all that great. How about an over? Here instead? Tiger split bet, run line, and money line against Burns. Again, I will fade Baltimore. They are done. Did not make a bullpen addition. And so we wrote them off. We wrote them off in July. They didn't make the deal. Good night. Royales today. What do you got? The Giants. Waka. I don't hate it. Plus 126. Let's go. Let's get it, KC. You're right here. You're on the heels. Lock up that playoff spot. Lock it up. Mariners money line. Here we go at Seattle. Talk about a team that must win. Kirby and DeGrom. Ooh, fade in Cleveland off championship hangover. I agree. A champagne hangover, excuse me. I also like the under in this game as well. I can do that with you. I can do that. If I knew how to do a contest, I would join. Team Money says I never have fun. The contest was easy, Gio. I put the games in a thing. All you got to do is pick a side. Pretty simple. Who else I picked besides the Jets? You have Illinois, Michigan, Falcons, and Bills. JK was away this week. He'll come back. He'll be back next week. I got to figure out who we're going to do next week's poll. And you got to send me your address still. I'm waiting. Timothy. Give me under Illinois, Nebraska, King D. He likes it for a unit under Illini, Nebraska. I don't hate it. I can see an under this game. I can see an under. Back to the total. I got to figure out why. I don't know if I double counted some of my totals. Which can very well happen because you're on multiple sites and sometimes I get mixes. I'm going to pull this up for a second. 0-1, 1-1, 2-1, 2-2, 3-2, 3-3, 3-3, 4-3, 4-4, 4-5, 4-6, 4-7, 4-8. 4-9, 4-10, 5-10, 6-10, 7-10, 8-10. There we go. 8-10. That is correct. See, one site I had a pushes on, obviously, at 6-10, and the other one is 8-10. I want to get that right. That's what happens around multiple sites. I mentioned the totals in here, but I want to have my record. All right, we're 33-24 with football, 34-25 maybe with our college. But the totals, they've been haven't gotten there. I didn't realize till yesterday that Bowling Green played Penn State close, lost by 7. Now I'm nervous about the Aggies. Listen, Bowling Green's a neighbor. A&M, it comes down to, again, can we get quarterback play here? Rich P says, maybe most people don't enter the contest because they don't want to take their losses publicly or they're here for the picks. I don't know. Yeah, I don't understand. I mean, Richie, you've won before. I've sent you things. Michael B, I said things. Other people I've sent contest stuff for. Again, I'm gonna try to get these out this weekend for you, Richie. And, well, if JK gives me his thing, I'll get JK's out. Otherwise, I'll save it till he gives it to me. But it costs nothing to get in the comment. It's fun. I'm just trying to get some people involved in the comment section. T-Money. FY, the over 1.5 hit in 9 minutes. Hopefully some early worms cash on a Friday. Take your lady or man out for dinner and drinks from T-Money. I think the smart play is Bowling Green plus 23, but I don't want to root against the Aggies. Again, I have nothing on this game. It didn't jump out on either side anywhere for me. Looking at my games, what do I have? 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I got a couple early lines that you can't get, but on the sites I have 4, 8, 10 games, and then 3. I got Tennessee plus 3, USC plus 8.5, Clemson minus 7 on the sites early. But I don't put those out in packages because listen. If you buy a season package, folks, you're going to get some early lines. You'll get some early stuff. I mean, NFL, I'm struggling early with good numbers. We'll see what happens next week. Again, I got 3, 6, 7 games. Let's see how it works out. Frustrating NFL season to start for sure. Even in the my little contests I'm in for the circuit stuff, I started 4-1, throwing it last week 4-6, 2-6 in the Westgate. I think I'm like 3 wins in the VSIN contest. It's not good. Frustrating. That's it. No more comments on a Football Friday? Do I think Tennessee blows out Oklahoma? I actually kind of like Oklahoma here. I think you look at the over, obviously. Tennessee's put up a ton of points. Right? I mean, he scored 70, 60, and 50, albeit against so-so competition. Oklahoma hasn't been all that great. Is Tennessee for real? I got a redshirt quarterback making a road start in Oklahoma. I don't know about that. I'll lean Oklahoma here. I didn't bet Oklahoma, but I like Oklahoma. I might get to Oklahoma. Oklahoma might be like one of those T-Money specials where you're like, you know what? If they're going to be in this game, they'll win, as opposed to maybe they lose by 10 or something. But I like Oklahoma. Going back to the Arkansas with the Razorbacks, yeah. I tend to agree there. What's that line now? It's always 2. Arkansas, where are you? 3:30 Auburn, 2.5 still. Not much movement on that game. JK says NFL's tough last week. I hate losing with like the better number. And right, we do the look ahead lines. And I tell you what I think is going to happen and why I like a game this week and how it rolls into the next week's line and stuff for me. So when we had a week 1, I was like, hey, whoever wins week 1 here with KC and Baltimore, I'm going to be on both teams because I think the lines are going to go up. Both lines do go up. I have 2 good closing numbers at 7 and 3. I lose them both. So give me the Colts. 4.5 on the road, plus 4.5. Loses. Doesn't even cover. They go off as a favorite. I mean, those 3 are tough. I mean, Tennessee not covering. Will Levis is terrible. I had Bo Nix in week 1, getting 5.5, lose by 6. They close at 6, but man, you get half of those, it switches your season around. Razorbacks over the Auburn Tigers. Come on, Pittman. This seat is hot. I mean, he brought in Bobby Petrino to run you. I don't think it's ever good when you bring in a guy who was successful out of school as a head coach to be an assistant. And I don't think Petrino will come in here and like sabotage it because they'll be like, hey, dude, the offense stinks. So, you were running it. How are you going to be better if we make you the head coach? So I think it kind of goes hand in hand where they'll be scoring points and stuff like that and trying to do well. But I'm with you on the Razorbacks. Johnny Guns made a parlay. Stanford. Oh. 8.5 now, Stanford, huh? First half under Nebraska, all right. Nerfy Rangers, Nerfy Padres, a cool 835. That's definitely a cool 835. Mariners, Rangers, Nerfy, I get it. I mean, the Mariners don't score, and Kirby's a decent pitcher, and who knows what's getting out of the ground. Sure. Padres, Nerfy. Where is San Diego? Against the Sox, Musgrove and Crochet. I don't like Crochet one bit. Not a tiny iota of Crochet. Remember, this guy was like the cat's meow start the year. Aggies never cover big spreads, so take your advice and not bet. You don't have to bet your favorite team. Right, that's why I say beginning of year. If you have a favorite team in football, whether it be NFL or college or whatever, how about just bet their win total over? Then don't worry about the spreads. And all your team has to do is win a couple games, and you get there. You're not laying 23. T-Money in the house. I'm with you on Oklahoma. Sign me up at home dog Oklahoma. I'll take a shot, Oklahoma. And who knows? Maybe the Tennessee quarterback's, going to be awesome. But I look at it as a tough spot for freshman QB on the road laying points. I'll take the Sooners. It's not like Sooners are some derelict squad. I think Tennessee's real, but so is Oklahoma. I'm not huge on Venerables. I'm not a big Oklahoma guy, but you're going to give me points. I'll lead that way. Yeah, win or lose. Exactly. It's either money line, they pull an upset. And I shouldn't say that because, say it comes down to like a last-second field goal. They're like right there, but it's either going to be right there or it's not going to be close, and they're terrible. And Tennessee's offense is some kind of juggernaut. It's going to put up a 45 spot. Who are my favorite teams? Like that I cheer for or that I like growing up? I mean, obviously I'm a Cane guy. I like the old Hurricanes. Just good stuff growing up with them. Got my Schnellenberger Simon anyhow. So I like the Canes. I'm a Cowboy fan, old school Cowboy fan. Didn't cheer for him when Parcells was the coach. Hate this coach. Hated Jason Garrett. Obviously Jimmy Johnson days, Landry days. I like the Cowboys. But I don't get wrapped up in them. Like as a Yankee guy, Johnny Guns, I don't know if you're on Twitter or you see the comments here. Mr. Numbers comes in and gives me crap for saying, "Oh, Judge, you didn't want to sign Judge." No, I don't want to sign Judge. No, I don't want to give Judge $45 million at 33, when this is his third full season in 8 years. I'll make it 4 seasons because COVID year he did play 30 games. That was a whole year. I'm a fair Yankee fan. Derek Jeter, overrated guy. It wasn't even the best shortstop of his own team for a decade when A-Rod was there. I'll be fair to my Yanks. I'm not a homer in any stretch of the means. I don't know. This year, I try not to have a favorite team. It's fun when you're young and have a favorite team. Go to games to cheer for them. You get older, I could care less. You start betting on them. I definitely do not care. It's about making money. I'll be biased toward the teams I like. Obviously, I like the Royals. High on the Royals this year, high on the Tigers. Worked out pretty good for us. Like to stay away from rooting for your teams. You will lose money. Like I told Mr. Number, they said, okay, you bet against the Mariners. I'm like, yeah, I'll take the Mariners because the Yankees have lost money all season long. If you bet the Dodgers all season long, you have lost money. You're a Brave fan, you are in the poorhouse by betting the Braves all year long. All right, so it comes. I don't care about that. I'll cheer for my team when I crack open a baseball card from 1986 and find a nice Dave Winfield card. King D, you're welcome. Do I think the Niners bounce back against the Rams? Listen, at 7, I don't love the Niners. At 7, I'm taking the Rams. At 4.5, give me the Niners. Should they win? Yeah. I'll take the Rams at a touchdown. You can be an NFL team at home as a 7-point dog, decent coach. I'll take it. I know Ryan. I didn't realize both teams trying to sync for me and showing off the practice squad of the injuries they have. What team are we talking about here, Team Money? The Niners or the Rams? I mean, the Rams, you lose your two best receivers, you probably have a problem. That being said, is everybody just going to come in to bet the Niners? You come in on the other side. Maybe get a. I hate saying that, because I say like I do opposite. I'm 6.5 now, or 43.5. Even at that, I would probably lean Rams, right? I mean, Cup and Nakua around, yeah. It's a big loss. And then you have the Niners coming in after a loss. So they'll be pumped up. That being said, do I want to lay a touchdown, basically, right? I'd rather have 6.5 with the home team. Or if you had the early number San Fran 4 or 4.5, I'd rather have that number than 7s. I've been wrong on my NFL. I mean, that's how you go, 7-15 or whatever I'm at. I've been wrong. It would be one thing if I was just totally off of my – listen, Carolina week 1, bad pick. Denver plus 5.5, lose by 6. Tennessee plus 4.5, probably could have should have won a game. Ravens plus 3, maybe could have covered, maybe went outright. I mean, I'll take my losses. Browns, what am I going to do? I had Browns plus 2. They went off as a fave. Again, better number doesn't mean you win. It's tough. Royals with Waka, 5-1 last, 7-2-2-7. Oh, boy, what do you got here? Here comes the action. Where is Michael B? No Michael B. I would say, listen, I like the Royals. We've cashed our win ticket with the Royals. We need one more win from the Tigers to get over this 80.5. Our Cubbies 84.5, not so good. We got a lot of work to do for the Cubbies. Huge week of the last week of the season here for the Cubs to grab our win totals. Ravens are the lock of the week. Here we go. That's what Team Money says. Team Money says they're the lock of the week. Even Dallas is 16-1 in their last 17. But I don't know about that. Although I saw something where Lamar's like 20-0 versus the NFC or something ridiculous like that. CMC, Debo Killer out for the Niners. Whose second and third team is better? This has a 3-point game written all over. I want to take the points. Give me the points. Cowboys, Ravens. I'm going to take a home team here with Dallas. Because, Nick, what's everybody saying? You see it in the chat from our guy, Team Money. No, there's no way the Ravens can lose 3 in a row. No one thinks the Ravens can lose 3 in a row. The defense gave up a 10-point lead at home to a bad team. They gave up 27 points in 26 minutes to Kansas City. Their coordinator's gone. They bring in Derrick Henry on the ball. They're not running the ball. The offense has not looked all that crisp. Why wouldn't you take Dallas off of getting utterly embarrassed at home? You don't think Dak could find CeeDee Lamb against this defense? Everybody's on the Ravens. Nick Bosa's also out. Again, give me the Rams here. 6.5, 7 points, sure. Johnny Gunn says, I'm borderline hammering the Yanks. All the Ravens can't start on 3 talk is crazy. I agree. It's look at this. Who is this guy? We gotta. All right, let me find that. Look at this. I just got this thing, and the guy's number has moved. Unbelievable. Yeah, Ravens. No way they could be 0-3. I love that talk. Man, Machado Ribby, plus 150. Absolutely. Absolutely. Take it. I may have to jump on the Mets over 7.5. May parlay it all over the place. Mets over 7.5. Mets at over 7.5 here. Peterson is run line. What are you parlaying? What? The Mets minus 110 and over 7.5 for Sanchez. I don't hate it. All I know, Sean, is the Ravens lose this game, there will be change. There will be changes. Changes coming. Yeah, well, I mean, Ravens lose this game, you'll probably be on the street eating Bojangles out of dumpsters instead of going through the drive-thru. I mean, you were all but thinking the Ravens got this game locked up 34-6. That doesn't mean they win, no team money. Does not mean they win. Exactly. Does not mean a team's going to win because there's no way somebody can go 0-3. There's no way somebody can lose. They got to win a game to make the playoffs. I don't trust the Cowboys against Ravens, but I don't trust either team. Exactly. Here's the thing. It's just win the game. Who's going to win the game? Do the Ravens have a better coach? I think they do. Yes, they do. But the fact is that you blew a 10-point lead at home. Come on. You're supposed to be a Super Bowl-type team this year? USC over Michigan. You have Michigan. You picked Michigan in that game. I like the under in that game. Otani 50-50 club. Yes. Did I say you picked USC? Yeah. Well, I got USC, but I have USC at plus 8.5 points from the summer line. Otani 50-50. Pretty good season. Pretty good season for the guy. On top of that, he skirts an FBI investigation into betting on baseball. Throws his interpreter under the bus. Mets money line over 7, not 7.5. For sure. Faux show. Listen, I'm not saying for sure. I'm going to say faux show. Listen, I got a 7.5 here, minus 120. That's the number I'm showing. You got a 7, a better number than what I have here on a couple of these sites. What does this one have here? Let's go to another site. Where's MLB? I got 7.5s everywhere. This one's minus 105. Excuse me. This one, I said 7.5 minus 120. That was the under. Even to the over. LOL Bojangles out of a trash can. You like that one? So you think Otani bet on – Otani 100% bet on games, Ryan. What are you talking about? Did he bet on games? Come on. No, the other guy was betting $300,000 a game. 6 for 6, 10 ribbies. I mean, like, my question is – I'm not just saying it because I mentioned, like, my little – Topps home run challenge cards. I said I took them for today, tomorrow at home to get 50 homers. How are you keeping that guy in the game? It was like 15 and not. Like, how are you still playing that guy when your entire pitching staff is decimated? And you're going to leave this guy in? Like, what if he would have was running second and tore his hammy on first base, rounding first? Like, why would you just take him out? What are you playing him for? I don't know. MLB, they were 100% covering. Oh, he didn't bet on games. Yeah, all right. You like that? For sure. For sure, baby. For sure. Bill McDonald, he's on the juice for sure. Otani on the juice. He's on, what was it? What did A-Rod do? You go over to Germany, get a little blood transfusion? What were they doing over there? I loved, and I had this discussion yesterday. We were talking about a little bit with Doug Upstone and Chip Termich yesterday on our little free pick show. And somebody brought up Brady Anderson and Bonds. I'm like, well, Bonds was like a Hall of Famer before the steroids. And Bonds said, like, hey, I did this because a bunch of clowns are better. They're better. They're not better than me. I mean, Bonds was the best. Did you watch Bonds in the early 90s before that? But Sheffield was like, oh, I'm just rubbing the cream. I wish I could just rub cream on myself and make muscle. That was about it. It's just some cream, some ointment on my bad elbow. Is that real? You know, it's kind of like the enlarger for your member. Like, wouldn't your hands get bigger if you rub cream on yourself? Like, I don't understand. Dave, I was going to call you today. I was actually going to call you last night. Are you still in the chat? Are you going to be around later on this afternoon? I got a show, but I want to call and say hello to you. Follow Picks from Dave's got a new channel, Top Tier Handicapping on YouTube. You love your free picks. Dave does a great job. And if I talk to you on the phone, I kind of think you're a real person and you're doing something right. It's like Bonds. They used him for ratings even though they knew he was juicing. I think that, listen, he's a Hall of Famer. Clemens is a Hall of Famer. I'm going to say no to Manny Ramirez because that guy even got bopped afterwards. I don't think Sosa's a Hall of Famer. I could put Big Mac in because he was hitting homers. If you're going to tell me the guy was using steroids in 1987, hey, these guys in the 70s, 80s were on drugs anyway, right? They had greenies, the pills, they were on speeds. So I'm going to say I'll put McGuire in there because he was a power guy before whatever. And again, you could say maybe he was, maybe he wasn't. If you have Ortiz in there, who was mentioned in the Mitchell report as a user, how don't you have these? You can't just feel because Ortiz was nice. Hey, look, I got a good personality. I'm going to put the guy in there. Not Jeff Kent. Why is not Jeff Kent in the Hall of Fame? Andrew Jones should be in the Hall of Fame. I mean, they're going to put Joe Mauer in the Hall of Fame. If you were like the best, again, and I love Mattingly, and he had like a great 5-year run before he got hurt. Probably not a Hall of Famer. But by these standards, they want to put people in. The guy should be in the Hall of Fame, man. I mean, if we're putting guys in, DeGrom should be in. He's got 2 Cy Youngs. I mean, the guy's 37 and he's got 50 wins. Like, what are you talking about? Fish show. Dave will be home. Excellent, Dave. I'm going to call you. Johnny Gunn says, guys in the 70s were all on nose can. You know, it's just, I don't get it. And to say like today's guys, they may not be on juice, but are they? What's the difference if you're on some kind of supplement plan? I mean, the dudes in the 70s, Mickey Mantle, he didn't face anybody. All right, maybe he didn't face anybody compared to whoever. The dude was like a drunken alcoholic, chain-smoking maniac who just come up and hit 490-foot home runs all the time. No one else was doing that. Jeff Kent pissed people off. So what? It should be in the Hall of Fame. It's not the Hall of Personality. Is it the Hall of Fame or is it the Hall of Statistics? If it's the Hall of Statistics, crack that puppy open, put an expansion wing on it because there's a lot of guys with a lot of good statistics that should be in there. Is it a Hall of Fame? Is it a Hall of Greatness? Like, I mean, Harold Baines is in the Hall of Fame. I'm not saying the guy's not a Hall of Famer. He had a nice career, solid. Would you like Harold Baines on your team for 20? I'm almost cursing here for 50. Yeah, why wouldn't you? The dude produces. But I'd also like, Don Mattingly on my team for 6 years. He put up some really good numbers. I like Andrew Jones. Like who's better than him in center field? Give me the 80s Doc Gooden run versus anybody. Yeah, but it doesn't make a difference if he was a clown or you didn't like him. The guy should be in the Hall of Fame. Should be in the Hall of Fame. Kurt Schilling should be in the Hall of Fame. Who cares? Oh, guy likes Trump. Oh, he can't be in the Hall of Fame. He's mean. Dude, the dude was freaking awesome in the postseason. He had great regular seasons. How? He's a mean person. He's rude to me. Jeff Kent's rude. The dog bone, this is the bone pick of the day. The bonehead pick of the day, St. Louis money line. Hit me in the head tomorrow to the bank. I don't hate this. Now, did you take Seattle yesterday and did you take Arizona yesterday off of the Yankees and Brewers clinching? Because now you're 2-0 and you have that to go against Cleveland again here. But I'd still be with you on St. Louis. I like the under. Designer juice. Absolutely, Bill McDonald. Designer juice. I like the sound of that. Ken should be in. I'm just saying that's why he's not in. Which is ridiculous why he's not in. He was mean to the beat reporters. Mean to a bunch of guys who couldn't make varsity baseball and got into sports writing because you're a fan of a team. Or the clowns were like, we can't vote Derek Jeter or Mariano Rivera. Nope, Cal Ripken's not a first ballot Hall of Famer because nobody's ever done that. And you can't do that. Get the heck out of here with this crap. Dude, if Cal Ripken or Derek Jeter or Mariano Rivera is not like a first on every unanimous ballot, how can you say that? How's somebody like Mike Schmidt not a unanimous ballot Hall of Famer? The world, this is just clown. It's clown world. Where's clown world? Dominic's in the house. Glad I can make the live show like the Tigers over the Orioles say. Keep fading those O's, baby. I do not hate it. The collapse has been ongoing since mid-July. Doing nothing at the trade deadline. Take the Tigers. For sure at Arizona yesterday, yeah. Winner. T-Mike says, MLB Hall of Fame is the biggest joke in the history of humanity. Pete Rose can't get in for betting on games, but Ty Cobb could go in the stands and hit somebody with a bat. I mean, what are we doing here? Rose is a Hall of Famer. Pete Rose is not a Hall of Famer, but the guy who you're pinning your whole world to right now, Ohtani, is involved in a betting scam nobody talks about. Like, we're supposed to know that the only person in California who speaks Japanese is this guy's interpreter. No one else is around to know what's going on. No one else is around. Hi, here's my bank. We're gonna lock in this $500 billion contract, whatever you got, all of your advertising deals, right? We have no interpreter. We're just gonna go with your guy here who says whatever he says. Yeah, sure. Oh yeah. Oh, he said he could take a couple million out and send it to this guy in Arizona and pay for it. Yes. Freaking no Rose, but Otani's going to go in there betting on games, betting on himself. He probably bet on himself for a 60-60. David is in. Manny's the fall guy. Yeah. I mean, Manny was ridiculous. I mean, is Jim Tomei in the Hall of Fame? Right? Tomei's in, right? Jim Tomei, my homie. Do I absolutely never bet parlays, only single bets? Yeah, I mean, listen, I'll throw things in here for little parlays and stuff. And have I done it on, hey, listen, what do I have here? 242 off of the top of like some random 3,242. Would I take $42 and put on some random three-teamer? Yeah, I've done stuff like that. But I don't. You start adding those up, right? See how many of those you lose. Because I'm not doing $5 parlays when it comes to things like that. You know what I'm saying? Like having fun. I lose a couple of those. We're talking, it gets into, it quickly escalates into hundreds and then thousands of dollar range. I start having fun doing a couple of parlays for odd amount of money. McNay says, right, Higgs, they know he bets. He's 100% he bets. Showing to the 60-60 bet. We joke, but he may have. Really? You can't tell me he can't do 60-60 in a week and a half with the pitchers he's going against? I mean, come on. Why? Everybody's enamored with the 50-50. The Dodgers are home. They're playing the Rockies. How's that Rocky pitching staff? Then you play San Diego. That'll be a little bit of a fight, right? I mean, San Diego's going to not come in and lay down. They finished with 3 games in Colorado. Dude, that dude could hit 3 home runs in one game in Colorado. He could go 3 home runs in every game in Colorado. 60-60. Well, team, listen. What day is it? We'll see. We're going to see. I know you like the screenshot. You take a picture. I said this. I 100% agree with you on Ohtani, Bonds, and the rest of your Hall of Fame opinions. Thank you, Ryan. Yes. Angels 2-1 worth a shot. The Halos today. Who the Angels got? Against Verlander. I'd say, yeah, I would take a shot. I'm not a Verlander guy. I think he's done. And Anderson's been solid all year. 2-1, take it, Dominic. And I got to wrap up these comments. So I got a live show coming. I'll tweet out on the Twitter world. Arizona Jets and Tor Super for the 50. Who's Tor Super? That was yesterday. I don't know who Tor Super is, but that's a winner. Why even pitch to him? Bill, I've been saying why pitch to Judge and Soto for the last 3 months. People still do. They'll pitch to Ohtani. He's a leadoff hitter. At least the Dodgers say, you know what, we're going to put this guy leadoff. So if you don't pitch to him, you got to pitch to Betts. The Yanks still have nobody hitting behind Judge, and people still throw it to him. So I ain't wrong, Sean, about everything you're saying about Ohtani. Yes. I went to a Hall of Fame and had Bonds and Pete Rose memorabilia in there. Hypocritical. Yeah, they'll sell that stuff for sure. Get the pen out. Well, the phone's out 60-60. He might do it. Yes. I'm calling the 60-60 club. I said it a little while ago. I said it in here. 60-60 for sure. He bet on himself. I don't know if he bet on himself. We won't know about that, but that's a nice flight back to the West Coast. Kyle might squeeze a win today. I won't be shocked if they squeeze a win, right? Dodgers, big win yesterday. I mean, you dropped a 20 piece and you clinched a playoff spot, right? So maybe they come home and lay an egg. But I'm not looking to bet Colorado. Alternate run line Colorado. Oh, boy. Alternate run line for the Blue Jays. I got you with Barrios. Okay. Who's Alexander? Who the heck is this guy? Tyler Alexander. 30-year-old spot starter journeyman. That looks like an over to me, fella. That's an overplay. All right. I got to wrap this guy up, put a little bow on the Football Friday. I'm going to do live with Mark Lawrence and Victor King shortly. I will tweet it out on Twitter if you're following me on the X at Mr. Sean Higgs. Tonight, we got San Jose and Stanford here for the free picks. No baseball. Back tomorrow. Who knows? Maybe I'll do a look headline sign for college football. I definitely want to do these Topps baseball cards. So if you're on the YouTube, hit the like, notification bell. Topps crappy 2024. Looking for an autograph or a relic card. Who we kidding? We'll get some derelict relic card. It'd be trash. I'm going to start following you. Please follow. Faux show. Not for sure. Faux show 94. 94. See, I was going to say 94 to infinity, but it was 93 to infinity. Remember that tune? 93 to infinity? Remember? I'll throw out some old school stuff for you. That's how I roll. All right. I'll be back later. Thanks for watching. Good luck. Bye-bye.